Yo, what is up everybody? It's Wolfpack and I finally reached 3,000 days in my hardcore world, and as you can see I am at 3,005 days right now. I've tried recording this a couple times and my voice audio was messed up on my headset, so I'm actually now doing it on my phone, so hopefully this is better. I've been lagging a lot too when I use OBS, so I switched to Xbox Game Bar. Let's see how many frames I'm at. 17. I don't understand what's going on. I've been lagging super bad trying to record for some reason. I don't know. I guess let's get into my world tour of 3,000 days, and we're going to start off at my main base, which is the one with the Mega Moth. This is the first base I made on the world from 0 days to 1,000. I lived on a cobblestone pad in the middle of the water out here, so I would be away from all the dangerous mobs in the game from killing me, and I just stayed out in the water, and I built out here. I started with draining an ocean monument, and after I drained it, I built the structure on top of it here, and built the castle up, and then I built the moth. And then the last thing were the pillars, and then I came into the ocean monument and finally started doing stuff in there. I don't know why it's lagging so bad. I think the best thing I could try to do is lower my render distance, but I want to fly up real quick before I do that and show you guys an overlook of the base here, how big it is. I'm at 20 render distance right now. I usually play on max, but this lag is extremely bad. But before I run in, I want to show you guys this as well. I've been working on mining out an underwater kingdom out here in the ocean. It is 500 by 500 blocks long. As you can see, it is absolutely massive. It just keeps going and going. If I ever end up finishing this, it'll be a miracle because it's absolutely huge. I'll show you guys down here like what the base layer is that I've been at. I've mined all this so far, and this has taken like a week or so just to do this. A couple 100,000 blocks, but we're gonna go over to the main base, and I'm gonna change my render distance here just so I could try to get rid of this lag. Just change it to default 12. But yeah, let's run through the castle itself. I'll start from the top and then go to the bottom because there's no way to get to the tip top of this without flying. So up here I have my enchantment table. This is where I enchant everything. I have my anvil, my grinder, my smithing table, everything you can need to do anything with your tools and armor. And to get off of here, we're going to go over here. Or I guess I should show the moth off while I'm up here. This is the Mega Moth. I actually got this done in one take, freehand. I do not use any light matica. I have 8 hearts on top and 1 below, representing 9 hearts of the hardcore health bar. There's 8 on top, and then you can also get inside of it. I don't have anything in here yet. Eventually there will be a time I build something inside of here, but until then, I just kind of keep things empty. I don't rush things. I do one thing at a time where I have an idea for. I don't ever go into things just trying to force an idea. So some stuff will be bare, not finished. But we'll go into my main room, which is like where my bed is and stuff. And as you can see throughout my build, this is like my first build I made in the world. My interior starts to get better through the Nether build. It's not as great in here, but I'm really not too great at interior. I don't know what to add. It's hard for me to find things to fill in, to clutter it. I just recently added mini blocks and mob heads and stuff like that, so try to make the world a little bit more fun and have some stuff around everywhere to kind of fill some stuff up. But I have some stuff in here like 1,000 or 100 subscribers right here. My 1,000 day markers are over here. I still need to mark 3,000, which was yesterday is when I got to 3,000. But I have 1,000 days and 2,000 days here, and then it'll be 3,000. My Ender Dragon I've killed 20 times. That's another accomplishment I did in the world. I have tridents up here representing that I've overcome the ocean monument and that this is now my base. You could also get down from the top of my castle. I have little water elevators. The down one is right here. You go down here, you get into the storage room, and I am actually getting rid of my storage room because the item frames are being extremely laggy, and I'm thinking this is going to be the way to try to help fix the lag in the castle, and there's so much going on in my base now. I figured I'd get rid of this and redo one underground, which is down in the ocean monument underneath all the way to bedrock. I started building tunnel systems down there, and the first room I have started is my storage room. So that's why stuff is ripped out. I'm in the middle of transporting everything. And if you hear any noises, these are just my dogs that are sleeping next to me. They're kind of moving around. So sorry about that. But I got almost every item in the game. I'll show you down here in the storage room, like all the blocks that I got set up. My new storage room. That is that. I don't know what to do with the storage room right now, what I'm going to end up replacing it with. So I'm not going to rush it. I'm just going to rip it down and then kind of leave it like that until I find an idea for something in there. And then my other room is basically like my main entrance. I have my pillars coming up. I really like the way I did these pillars. See-through purple glass with some quartz and of course the frog lights. I have this is something I did copy. I copied somebody's like pixel art or whatever you want to call it of a moth. I have two on each side because I could not figure out how to build one of these. I tried for a while and I just couldn't get a good looking one, and this one looked really good. I might have changed some things about it, but that is one thing I did copy. Got a little pathway here that leads up to my staircase, and I have my end egg there as well as the end dragon head. And I also have my portals here for the Nether. These go into the roof. So another part to my base are the pillars, and also I've added these things, these like travelers. I don't even know what they're called, but I put those along. Everything's even too, everything's symmetrical. Took a while to get these like mapped out correctly. The math for these were a little bit difficult. The whole base idea is kind of like my mob. For instead of like the end, it's like my own thing, and it's a moth, so that's why I have this kind of set up like the end island, my own pillars, my own end dimension, or like own creature. This is how it gets spawned, is all of these right here. I thought that was pretty unique and had a concept. So if we go down into the ocean monument, this is the next part. It's a little bit destroyed right now because I got like the railway here. I've been doing some villagers in the trading hall. I just got some stuff like laying around right now. It's I usually don't have this stuff out, but I was transporting villagers. But start down here in the ocean monument, I've built a small little town. I didn't know what to do in this area, so I kind of did rush this. Why it didn't come out exactly how I wanted, but I do like how it came out. We can start off with the barn here. I don't really have much of these things finished. I kind of just put them here. This is like another thing that I rushed, which I wish I didn't rush, because it ended up a lot of stuff being not finished. There's nothing in here other than chickens up above. My potion room is right here. And this room is actually pretty nice. I did copy this floor from Google. Whoever did make this floor, this pattern is super sick, so I appreciate it. I got almost every potion, every crafting recipe for everything. I think I'm missing a couple. I know I don't have the turtle one, but I recently just got my turtle head. And I did put, I forget what one it is. Whatever the ocean monument one is. Tide armor trim on with amethyst on all my armor. See, I have it on my chest plate as well. So that's all that. Up here, there's nothing up there. It's just like an empty room, so we're not even going to go up there. But I really like the way the inside of this came out. It looks really nice. I have some wart outside of here as well. And then over here is my sugarcane farm. I have a Dole sugarcane farm here. I don't really use this one that much anymore because I AFK'd it for a little bit or did some work in here, and it literally gave me so much that I don't really ever need to sit here and AFK it or anything. But I don't think I ever did AFK it. I think I just got it from being around in the area. It's just a simple design. Nothing special. Minecart tracks. Nothing huge, just a little one. Over here is my mob switch. And also inside of here is where like the villagers are. And I've been transporting them, so I have this all ripped apart right now. But if you go over there, you press a button, it'll take one of the villagers out of here and take it over, and then you can put it into the mob switch. But that's that room. These two houses right here are absolutely useless. They have no use at all. I just kind of put them there. Over here is my super smelter, one of my favorite things in the Ocean Monument build. I have a fog lake here as well. I really like the way this came out. You can kind of see that it kind of has like a shoreline that goes into the deep end. And this is the super smelter. It's like a giant geode, and then you can go across this bridge right here that has openings. Don't fall into it. I fall all the time. I usually just fly and I never jump in. These are your output chests right here. And I did rip this thing fully down and replaced every single block with obsidian and crying obsidian. One reason why I really like this thing a lot. I believe it might be a double, like connected together. I tried to make it not look like a super smelter, like it blended in, and I really like just the way it came out. It came out really perfect. I really like this build. But you put your items in this chest and that chest, and it'll cycle it through. I have carpet dupers on the back, and as well over here I have my little concrete converter. It's just a little tiny hut. And to get out of here, over here is my ocean monument, my mini one I made where my trading hall is. We'll go into that in a second. But I want to talk a little bit about what's going on in here. I have an octopus in the middle of my fog lake. I'd like to show that from up top. Down here below, I have the mycelium, the mushroom biome dirt here, with mushrooms, with end rods as the stems to make them glow. I have end trees as well, kind of just bringing this place a little bit of life. Before I go into the villager trading hall, I want to go out here really quick and turn my render distance up, just so you can see how nice the base looks when it's dark outside. This is my favorite time to look at the base, especially if it's raining. It looks super sick. As you can see, it just looks amazing when it's in the dark. It's really sick whenever it's all lit up. Super sick looking. I'm happy I get to show when it's raining out too, because it makes it even darker, but it just looks absolutely insane like this because all the glow lights with the shaders. I'm gonna lower my render distance because when I'm recording it is super laggy for some reason. I'm gonna go in and try to install some more mods to help with that. But now we're gonna go down into the mouth of the octopus, if I can make it down in without dying. There we go. This is my new storage room that I've been working on. And I figured the way to do this with not causing lag was I got inspiration from Linksy, the way he does his. Trying not to use item frames, so I'm using the blocks, and I have each block. And it's not automated yet. I could just go in by hand and mess with it. And I might keep it like that. I might automate it. There's some stuff in here like netherite blocks and like deep slate emerald, which I just got. Like stuff like that I probably won't ever be able to sort because it's impossible to get a lot of it, especially the deep slate emerald ore. I think that's honestly harder to get than netherite blocks. I think that's probably the hardest ore in the game to get a lot of. But the way I have this set up here is like my color palette is from one of the nether biomes. I think it's like the warping biome. I have the green trees. I really like the way I have them sticking up too. They're not sideways. The sideways ones are over here, so you can see that. But this adds just like a little bit of contrast. I have the flowers or the leaves from those trees as well, and the soil all along the bottom. I really liked the color of all this. I really was happy about how I did this. In my lights, I have like floating. They're kind of like atoms. Something like mystical or from space or something like that. Some weird kind of light structures that I've added in here. I have lights under the carpets of this, and up here is my character's face. I guess I'll fly up to the third layer up here to kind of show you what the face looks like. But I tried to copy it as best as I could. Let's see, where's my F5 at? I'll take off my helmet real quick so everybody can see. So that's what my character's face looks like, and I tried to get it as good as I can. It's not perfect, but it's close enough. It's almost dead on. I mean, it's as best as you're gonna get. Probably make it a little bit better, because like the stuff up there like doesn't match exactly, but for the most part, it looks identical to my face. But up here we have all the colorful blocks. I still need to add some stuff over here, and for like single items like sticks and like random stuff like chests and other stuff like that, I'm starting to mine out this spot right here and gonna try to figure out a design to do for like bone meal, gunpowder, spider webs, like all the random stuff in the game that I can't just like place down. I'm going to try to stick in here and I guess stick it in barrels or something like that to try to cause less lag, because with having this many chests plus the ones up here, I'm hoping once I remove the ones up there, they're finally going to be gone. All the lag is going to be gone at least. And this is my tunnel I've made. It goes all the way to an ancient city, which is like 3,000 blocks away. I fully cleared out the ancient city. I got rid of all the sensors, so it's safe for future times. If we ever need anything for ancient city, like a portal, I have one set up. Eventually I will be redoing the city, but I'm trying to make a tunnel system to it and make some tunnel systems as well. I figured another good reason, if I want to make an automated sorter for all my items, I could easily do it in here because I could just mine through the walls. In my castle, I can't really like mine into my walls anymore. So let's get out of here. This is something recent though I've been doing on my build. So far I have showed my main base, which is what we did, my first base I ever made, which is this one. And then I started doing the underwater kingdom, mining all for that. And then I got to the underneath of the ocean monument itself. The next thing I would like to show everybody is, I guess, some of the farms. They're not really that important. They're just YouTube tutorial small farms. But since we're near the area, I could show some stuff. I have a guardian farm over here. It's just a small one. And then if we go over to the other side, I have a creeper and iron farm, but the iron farm like never works, so discount that thing is even working. I'm just going to show these, and then I'll go into the nether and show my gold farm. But I also have a drown farm, a froglight farm, a slime farm, trying to think what else, a dual blaze spawner farm, and I think there's might be a couple more, but that's the iron farm. That thing really doesn't work. And then this is my creeper farm. This thing is actually pretty good. I don't know if it's still working in the new update, as by the looks of it, the redstone is stuck right now, so I probably have to mess with that. Let's see. Okay, now it's working again. Sometimes it does that. I think I did that right, or did I mess it up? I don't know. I'm confused now. I think this has to be 3 ticks. Okay, yeah. I think that's what, alright, there it goes. Yeah, it's weird sometimes. You gotta, like, just remove one and put it back. But that's the creeper farm, and if I could find my way back, we'll go to the nether now. And, basically, once I show the nether, it's just my end room, and that's it, really, all I have for my world. I don't have much more. These projects have been so big, I really haven't had time to do a bunch of small stuff and branch out, because I've literally been stuck here for like 1,000 days at a time doing these really big builds. So when I do a world tour, there's not really too much to see, but it's just kind of the small stuff I do in between the big builds. But right up here is my gold farm. I need to turn my volume all the way down for this. Where's my volume? Because this thing is super, super loud. But I'll show you how this works. I think a lot of people know about this gold farm, but if you don't know, I'll show you it. You come in here and you shoot one of these with a bow, and they all get angry and they'll all come over to you and they'll get killed by item cramming. You have a whole bunch of mine carts here, and it ends up just killing them all. And there's usually piglins on each one of these small, like there's like a magma block out there that's floating, and they'll be out there, so you can AFK it and they'll stay angry, but I've killed them over time and I never really AFK this thing anymore, so I don't feel the need to replace them yet. But I just go in here and repair all my tools, my armor, and then I leave. So I'll turn my volume back up now. And we'll go over here. Oh, also have a gas farm as well. That's in the nether base itself. You'll be seeing that in a second. Also right there is my guardian output from my farm. This is my froglight farm as well. This is one of the first farms I built in the game. This thing is very, very good. I've used a lot of the lights right now. So now to show the nether base that I've been working on from 2,000 to 3,000 days. And as you can see it, there it is. It's taken a lot of time to do this thing. It is pretty big. I'm trying to make it better than my other base, but I still think I like my other base more. But this thing is absolutely sick. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I started with doing the bottom here and doing this like magma like cracking lava kind of effect. I have campfires all underneath here to have smoke come out, and then I built my floating island where the castle sits on. Go over here, I'll show you this. And that's the floating island. These side spikes were kind of difficult to do. It took her a long time to get the spikes out, but I really like how I have spikes coming out the island. It really adds like character to the build. And then the castle sits on top. And the whole like build for this was out of obsidian, or not obsidian, deep slate. So a lot of mining deep slate. I have like over 100,000 some deep slate mined for this build, or more. Definitely more than that, but there's definitely like 100,000 deep slate used in this build easily. I wanted it to look natural, so I wanted it to look like it was a part of the island. So you'll see a lot of natural stuff going on. God, I'm lagging a lot right now. We got some spikes coming up out of the sides, and there's like a natural top to it. Cause it kind of, I'm trying to make it look like it's not like built here. It's like overgrown into the rock. Is kind of what I'm trying to say for this. But yeah, this thing came out super sick. I have the islands all around. I didn't add one in the middle because I wanted to look at the base and not see an island sticking in the middle whenever I looked at it. So I didn't build the matching one that would match. There's like one there, and then behind it, and then there should have been one here, but I didn't want to put one there, just so I can go over here and look and not be like blocked. And I really like the way like I just like look clearly at everything. And I like the way like when you're at a distance, you can really see it really looks like lava cracks and everything because of how big it is. And to go in here, also have the mega ghast on top. But to go in here, I'll show you guys what's going on. We have a little bit of ancient debris stuck inside the island. I use black glass on top too, just to mob proof it. And for my floor in here, I placed every piece of this lava to get still lava cracks upon the floor. I have pillars in this one too. I have like flowing lava coming down. Let me turn my render distance down a little bit because I'm still lagging. I'm going to try to fix this, so just bear with me with this lag stuff. I'm going to try to fix it like next video. I'm just trying to get this video out right now. I haven't uploaded in a long time, so just trying to get something out so everybody can see what's been going on. But the pillars are there, and I want to do netherite beacons over here, but just the outsides, not the insides. I'm going to do gold on the inside. I started them, but now realizing I need a lot of netherite. It's going to take a while to get that, so over time I'll just add blocks into that. And down here you can go inside the island itself, and I blocked all this off. I'm going to be using this for a zombie piglin farm, or like the, what do you call it, the trading farm. Piglin trading farm is what that's going to be. Lots of cracked lava along here. Really like the way this floor came out. So the next spot to the castle is up here, which my nether base connects into my end. So I made my end room in the middle of the castle, and I have the obsidian pillars going around. I have geodes on the side. I kind of kept that theme going, a lot of black concrete to blacken out everything, because kind of resembling that you're in the end now. All the end blocks that I wanted to use here, and then if you want to go over to the end, you just jump onto the hardcore heart, and you could jump into the portal itself. And then when we come out of here, we come into my little biome I've created. It's kind of like my own entrance to hell. It's supposed to like simulate your being in hell. The floor, you can see like my interior has gotten a little bit better through this time. Like I was saying with the nether build, I have like fire coming along, I have lava, I have regular netherrack, I have the like grass block of it, some of the leaves, the bark, some cobbled deep slate as well, magma. I think there's other stuff like lava. Let's see what else is there in here. I guess that's all the blocks I used, and I have some exposed ones where I put some plant life, I guess nether plant life. Also have some redstone simulating like blood splatters, and these are really cool. These are my ancient debris trees, and they have skulk sensors inside of them that light these up whenever you walk past them. So if I walk past these trees, they'll light up. And then in the ceiling I have these little magma stalagmites that flow lava out of them into the biome itself or into the ground. I have my little sign here that says, "Welcome to hell, you have reached your destination." I have whatever this stuff is, like glow lichen from the nether. I forget what it's called. The nether vines is what I'm going to call it. I have these coming from the ceiling as well. I have skeleton heads. These are the only heads I had in the game before I got my mob heads, so I'm going to put some more mob heads down in here. But I really like the way this came out. It's pretty unique. I also have skulls that enter into the end part. I have them on every side. I did copy these skulls as well. I think I added a little bit of my design to them, but I copied like the whole structure right here. But campfires as well are in here. Got a little bit of lanterns on the floor. But I really like the way this came out. I did. That's why the top of the base here looks like it's got like a mountain to the top, is because I made this inside of here. I wanted to encase the inside of this to make it look a little bit different. So we'll go out of here, and the last thing to this is my Ghast, and that's where my Ghast farm is. I figured the perfect mob to build above this build would be the Mega Ghast, and I really think the arms is what makes it like come looking unique, because it's so boxy. I didn't like the way it looked at first. I was gonna rip it down, but I was like, there's a way I can make this look really sick, and I figured the arms would really make that come out. And on top of it as well, I've done a little bit of a design. I had to take out some of these frog lights and replace them with glass, so that's why they look separated, because gas keeps spawning, and they still are spawning. I don't know where they're coming from, but I have them spawn from time to time, and I end up getting in battles with them. But to get in here, he's spitting out a fireball as well. You just fly in. Got to be a little bit careful. It's more dangerous coming out than it is coming in. But this is my gas farm. It's nothing huge, but it works really well. It gets me gunpowder as well, so I really don't use my creeper farm as much anymore. I come here for my gunpowder. I have gas going along the floor as well. It's a 4-layer spawner, and you have the mine carts underneath. You see there's a Ghast right there getting killed. I have wither roses in here is my thing to kill them. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then 4 layers at the top. And yeah, that's what's in the Ghast. So there's a Ghast farm inside of there. I figured that'd be the perfect thing to do. And since it's like a box, the Ghast worked well to like overcome it, to shell it inside. So we're gonna fly out of here and hopefully not catch on fire or break a totem, because it is kind of dangerous getting out of here. You gotta dodge the fireballs. So the last thing I guess I could show everybody is my end room, and I think that's the only other thing. Oh, other than down here, by the way, I did do a big hole into the bedrock. That took me like a week and a half or 2 weeks to do this, but I've mined out mostly all of this, and I used TNT machines to destroy the rest of it. But this is a really big area where I was going to make my wither farm, and my wither farm ended up stumping me pretty good. I was trying to follow a tutorial and a build from somebody that they made, and it's just not working because I don't know what I'm doing. I guess that's like the best way to put it. I really don't know what I'm doing, but it's a triple spawner. I'm not too good at making farms. I'm pretty new to playing Minecraft. As crazy as my builds might look, I think I've only had one other world, which was 2400 days on my Xbox, and that's where my first world where I actually started learning how to play Minecraft. And I guess the last thing I could show you guys in my world is my small end room that I've created. It's nothing crazy, but I wanted to do something like small and easy for once, where I could finish it in like 2 days or a day. So I built this with the fog effect. I have hardcore hearts down here with the crosses, the portals, all blacked out room with the fog effect as the floor, stars in the roof. And my only mob I have trapped, and this is actually a crazy thing that I found this. It is a zombie piglin who had picked up a wither skull and their sword. So when I seen this thing, I actually finally got to capture one and put it away. Every time I find things, like my skeleton horses that I found, I came back and they're gone. Pink sheep I found, gone. Like every time I come back with a name tag, they're gone. I found a skeleton with full diamond armor, gone. And that was when I was building the nether base. It spawned on the roof with me. And yeah, every time I try to capture them, they're always gone. So I finally got him. I was real quick to try to get this thing. So only mob I have trapped in my world. Fun fact. But another fog effect over here. and these just lead back into the nether base. So we're gonna jump into the end here. Other only thing I have here is my sand duper. It's stacked full right now. I have a whole bunch of stuff. I have Endermen that are angry at me right now, so actually I'm gonna get out of here. I remember that I pissed them off, so I'm gonna just get out of here. All this snow too is from snow golems. I was getting wither roses for those, but I have nothing really done in here. I started mining some of these pillars, but we're gonna go back to my overworld base, and I'm gonna fly over here back to my pillar, and let me put it on max frames here, or max render distance, just so you guys could see an overview of the base here. This is basically my pride and joy of the world, is this base. It's like my most completed build that I have. It's still not going to be done because I want to do the underneath. You know, you could always keep building in Minecraft. No matter how complete you think a base is, you could always continue more stuff. I could do like sea monsters coming out the sides. I think eventually I will do some sea monsters that come up around the base to add more to it. I really like building monsters, or like entities, or whatever you want to call them, creatures. I really like building those. So if I could get some coming up out of the water, like a giant sea monster that goes around the base, I'd be pretty hype on that. I would add that in. But I appreciate everybody for watching my 3,000 day world tour. I know there's not much to show. It's kind of just 2 builds and the small stuff in between. But when I'm doing builds like this, it's kind of why it's hard to make videos, because it takes months and months and months. And, you know, it gets stale after a while doing stuff. So you got to keep switching, and all the footage gets like all discombobulated. It's all over the place. I got stuff from the Nether build in a folder, then I got stuff from this, and then I'll change and start building on something else, and then it all get all mixed in, and I never end up getting to put anything out because I never end up finishing it how I want to finish it, and I end up adding more stuff to it. So I'm gonna try to figure out something in the future to do some videos. But as of right now, I've just kind of been playing by myself and wanting to do world tours at each 1,000 days. I feel like it'd be the easiest thing to do. That way I could showcase everything that's been going on and what I have completed and what's yet to come. So that's basically it. I just showed my 2 builds. Hopefully in 4,000 days, there'll be something else built. Maybe I'll have all of that mined back there for the underwater kingdom. I doubt it. Mining that stuff is like, I'll put a podcast on and I'll mine, and then I'll change it and do something else. But storage room should be done by then. More stuff will be done in the nether. Just I don't know, maybe I'll start something new, like small. Maybe I'll do some small stuff. Not sure yet, but I'm at a point now where I'm pretty happy with everything. I just need to do little details and add like smaller builds to the big builds, so I can kind of play around. I'm finally like in a free area. I'm almost done on my nether base, like the whole outside look of it, so I'm pretty hype on that. But appreciate everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys in 4,000 days.